Hello ladies and gentlemen of the internet, Fathead here, back with another Gears 5 video from Infinite Combo. Rob has lovingly slapped together this little collection of clips of me and him testing out the new Lancer tunings. Now, what you're seeing here is of course bullet magnetism. We won't be talking about that today. Today we'll be looking at the aim adhesion on the weapons across the board, and of course some Lancer damage and rate of fire changes they have just recently made in the game. So, of course, this is always a pain to see, but hopefully they'll address it soon. So the bulk of what we're going to be taking a look at today is the Lancer. The damage, the fire rate reduction they've introduced, and of course, the aim adhesion. Now, the aim adhesion, more commonly known as aim assist, which will sort of auto-drag your cursor in a general this or that away direction, depending on how you're moving, how your enemy's moving, and how far away you are. That's been reduced across the board by 25% up to the 30-meter mark. Now, beyond that, once you hit 30 meters and above, there's no tracking. So you can run out of spawn on Foundation, look across the way, and they can look at you, and you alone have to be able to track your target. You will not be able to rely on just being able to look at them in a general sense and kind of have it auto-drag towards them. You really got to put in some more effort, which is really nice. Now, it's still there for newer players to get them into it, but hopefully this is another step towards getting rid of it completely, guys. I'd like to see that. It'd be great to have one tuning. Now, keep in mind the auto-tracking, the aim assist, is really only effective while you and the enemy are moving. As you can see here, Rob is standing very still, I am walking back and forth, and the adhesion just doesn't seem to be tracking me. It may be very slightly, but nowhere near the broken levels that people are complaining about. Even when I'm sliding around, bouncing, rolling, strafing here, he's not moving, so it's not tracking as hard as it would be if he was in motion. So it's a nice little adjustment. So the next most important thing that we're going to talk about here that I think is really great is they've adjusted the Lancer's damage and fire rate, at least for the active, for the fire rate. It's been reduced from 20% of a fire rate boost to only 10%. That's increasing a person's livability by 1/10 of a second at the under 30 meter mark. But over that, it increases it to almost a second and a half live time, which, I mean, if you've ever played this game enough and someone's got that wonderful Lancer going on, you know how fast they drop you. So a reduction in that is going to be very helpful, especially against people who just want to hang back and Lancer. It kind of encourages them to get up in your face and try out other weapons. Now, the weird thing about this testing that we found, it's maybe not that weird, but based on the fact that they've reduced the long-range damage by 20% on the Lancer, anything past 30 meters, and an active reload rate of fire has been reduced from 20% to 10%, it doesn't seem to be consistent. Point blank seems to be worse than medium range, and long range seems to be a little better than point blank damage. The number of shots it takes to down somebody, whether it's body shot or headshot, seems to be worse at close range, like right up in your face where you should have a Nasher out, than it does at long range. Now, medium range is perfect. That's where I think they're trying to funnel this into. They're trying to have that nice little niche of, this is the Lancer's preferred area to play in. This is what we're expecting out of players. This is what we're expecting to see in games. We're not expecting to see people just being able to run up on you with a shotgun and still take them out with a Lancer. That was one of the other things, is they felt like the Lancer was oppressive enough where you could not get from cover to cover like this without getting downed. Now, you did miss the piece of cover there. But, boom. With the old tuning, you could down someone. That extra 1/10 of a second allowed him to live, even though he was full red, and then be able to push that point. So, what they're really looking for here is to, I guess, make you change it up. Make you Lancer, swap to your shotgun, pull it out. Make you think about it. But guys, what do you think about it? What do you think about these changes? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Are you really hoping to see a lot more of these changes, less aim adhesion, maybe a complete elimination, let us know in the comments down below the video. If you haven't, subscribe, like, share, tell your friends. Hey, it really makes us appreciate you and knowing that you appreciate us. Well, guys, till next time, stay infinite.